Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Anybody here? Hi. Well, let me know if you're in. Thanks for coming if you're here. Well, looks like I'm a minute early. Hi, Nadine. I'm so privileged to have you here. I'm so happy you're here, Nadine. Yeah, how have you been? How's your day? Is it morning where you are? I'm in Sheffield now, so I'm broadcasting from England. That's in the UK. And I'm so happy that it's 8 a.m. there, Nadine. Wow. It's 3 p.m. here in England. Hi, Tiff. So I'm so happy that today has arrived because I wanted to share with you a number of things. But maybe we can wait a few minutes before we do that and tell you a little bit about myself. Oh, you're from Canada, Nadine. I see. Right. I'm from the Philippines. I grew up there, and I moved here in England in 2010, and I started my business 2 years ago. Right, sorry, I started it a year ago, so my business is 2 years old. Yeah, and I have one daughter. She's in school right now, and I'm gonna pick her up in an hour. So hopefully by then this will be done. I'm sure it will be. Yeah, there are a few things that are going to happen and are already happening right now with Cris Crochet Shop, which is my business. And I wanted to share it with you because this is the main thing why I wanted to be here with you right now. So I just want to go through with some of the stuff we're going to be talking about. So apart from the new things in the pipeline, of course, we're going to talk about the new collection today, only for you. And the general public will see the new collection tomorrow. So you are my VIP, essentially. And the name of the new collection is Our Favorite Things Collection. Also, just for today, I'm going to be hosting a sale for this collection and everything else in the store. And we're going to have a giveaway. For our giveaway, there's going to be 6 winners. I have never done this giveaway this big before. There's going to be 5 winners for like a intermediate prize and 1 grand prize. And that 1 grand prize is pretty big. It's worth a little bit more than $100. It's US dollars. But I'll get into that later. Yeah, it is huge, Tiff. Right, so let's get on with it. What are the new things? Essentially, this collection of ours was, well, it's sort of like inspired by a number of things that's happened. Earlier last year, I started my business, and a few months down the line, some people, they could be Etsy sellers, they could just be, regular buyers, I suppose. They're asking me, hey, do you sell patterns with these crochet hats? And I go like, sorry, I don't. At that point, I was like, I don't want to bother, writing down crochet patterns. And then I think a few Etsy sellers also asked me, do you sell these patterns? Because I want to sell the same hat as you. And I'm like a bit defensive. No, you may not. That's my product, and I don't want you to be my competition. And then later on, I realized, wait a minute, I'm missing a trick here. People are asking me about patterns. And actually, a business coach of mine said, it might be a good idea for you to write patterns instead of creating everything from scratch. So that is one of the new things Morning, Carrie. It's one of the new things that's happening with Cris Crochet Shop. And that is half of the new collection, our favorite things collection. I will be offering 6 new patterns in my shop. Hi, Diet. Yep, and also with those crochet patterns, there's going to be crochet kits that go along with them. Okay, so if you are on your desktop, or if you have very quick hands, you can actually open my shop. I think the link is in the description box. It's chriscrochet.co.uk. I'll type it here as well in the chat. Okay, and every time there's a code that is being asked, let's say a password, okay, and later on during the sale, there's only going to be one magic code, and the code is diylove. Okay. So if you open your browser and you open my shop, and on the top, you can find it, the top menu, shop, the shop tab, new collection. You won't be able to see the actual products on the main shop page, but if you click each item, it will take you to the particular product, and the password, as I said, is diylove. Okay, and that should get you in. Yeah, cross stitch, Tiff. I tried that. Let me tell you something. I only started doing crochet like in earnest when my 6-year-old daughter was maybe 6 months old. So if you think, oh gosh, Cris must be crocheting all her life. No, that's not the case. In fact, when I grew up in Manila, we had to learn we had to learn to do a lot of crafts, like making dresses and skirts and whatever. And I would be the last in the class. I was like, sometimes there are school years that I did not show anything. It's like, where's your project? I don't know, because I wasn't really good at it. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start this this YouTube thing. And this is my first YouTube stream, and I want to continue it. And it's really not for launching new collections. It's just special for today because of this particular collection, which is quite new, right? All right, now, so I have 6 crochet patterns, and these 6 patterns are all for hats, and they are actually my 6 bestsellers. I mean, people order them, and some people have asked them for the pattern. So the first one is the shark hat. Okay, there's the shark hat. Yep. And it's got teeth and everything. When I made this for the first time, I was looking for patterns online. Obviously, you try to get free patterns, right? But nothing seemed to satisfy how I wanted the shark hat to look like. So I actually modified this by a large amount. So this is really my pattern. So that's the first hat that I wrote a pattern for. The next one is the dragon hat. I also sell this in my shop. Okay. I got quite a few orders for this last Christmas, and strangely, even this summer, in the heat of summer, I still got orders for this. So I have, well, in the shop, I have like 3 different styles. But you choose your own colors. It doesn't really matter. Yeah. The third pattern that I created is, well, way back when Game of Thrones was it was still showing, it was still broadcasting. I was like, oh, what about a dragon hat that's a little bit more sophisticated and a little bit more girly. So, and I wanted to, well, I wanted to make something with scales essentially. So I call this the Mother Dragon hat. Okay, right. So I use this stitch. What they call this stitch is called a crocodile stitch, and this is quite an advanced stitch to do, crochet stitch to do. And there's like two versions I have in the shop. This is like the simple one. Okay, straight on. It's like a girl's hat really. And one with like a tail. See the scales there. So yeah. So that is number 3. So that's the third one. The fourth one, oh, this one, oh gosh. This one, I made this hat. It's just a hedgehog hat. Purely, I don't know, I just wanted to make something that wasn't a unicorn hat, because my unicorn hats, that was like my first product, and it was really a bestseller. And at some point, I was getting tired of making it. Sorry to say that, and I'm sorry if you feel sad about it. But I was like, hey, why don't I make something that isn't a unicorn hat that had hair on it? Yeah. So that is a hedgehog hat. Number 5 is a different take on the unicorn hat. This is a unicorn hat, a premium version of it. It's got a curly whirly horn. We've got these hairs, unicorn hair, that's, you know, individually crocheted. It's not just like, you know, I have a similar hat, unicorn hat, that looks something like this. You just attach the yarn on it. But this one, you have to actually crochet each particular hair strand. And these two hats, the unicorn hat has like a gold thread, yeah, all throughout like the bottom edge of the hat, and also on the horn, and also the mother dragon hat. Also, you can put gold thread on it, yeah. And finally, the last, the 6th crochet pattern, the 6th hat that I created was this sock bandit hat. I don't know if, I'm sure some of you have seen Fantastic Mr. Fox, movie created by, oh gosh, I forgot. A filmmaker's gonna kill me. So there's this character named Ash, and at some point the Fox family, well, they have to go sort of like, you know, they were hiding, but they wanted to disguise themselves. So it is not my idea to make. It was just somebody local here in Sheffield, which is where I live, asked me to make one, and I said like, a sock bandit hat. In the movie, actually, the hat goes all the way to the face, so it's really a bandit, you know, like a mask. But the person that asked me had a baby, and if you put a mask over a baby's face, probably not the safest thing. So I just made a hat out of it. So I knew how to make a sock, and then made it into a hat. All right, so those are the 6 patterns, and you can get them. You can get a downloadable digital pattern, or if you want, if you're old school and you want to spend more money, I do have a printout of these ones, and I will warn you that they'll be, well, a lot more expensive. But these printouts they only go with the crochet kits that go in conjunction with the patterns. So 6 of the products in our new collection, our favorite things collection, are the patterns. The other 6 are crochet kits that go along with them. And I will show you an example what the crochet kit entails. So for example, we have this unicorn hat. I call this the queen unicorn hat, only for queens. If you take that as a strange thing to hear, queen unicorn for queens. All right, so here in this basket, the basket is not part of the crochet kit. It's just for me to showcase what's in the crochet kit. This is only for the unicorn hat, okay? So we got all the yarn that you need. Okay, all the yarn that you need. And this yarn is locally made here in Yorkshire. Okay, so I looked for a manufacturer for yarn, and I really wanted it to be local. And local nowadays is a buzzword, isn't it? And I tell you that this yarn is one of the softest yarns I've ever used, and it is such a joy to use them. I mean, way back, like 5 years ago when I started, 5-6 years ago, when I started crocheting, I would just buy the cheapest yarn, but some of them, they don't feel nice. They snag on my nails and stuff. So, but this one is the softest yarn I've ever used, and that's local yarn. So you got all the yarn that you need. And for example, for the shark hat, the shark has eyes, and I use buttons for that, so that's also included. And for the unicorn hat, you have gold thread, so that's included there. And you get, for any kit, you get a very small crochet tool purse or bag, as you would call it. And you can get this in any of your favorite colors. Okay, and I throw this in for free. So it comes in this envelope. Okay, and you got one here. Officially, the color of this by the manufacturer is called pomegranate. So how do you say it? Pomegranate? I just call it dark pink. So you can have it in pink, you can have it in purple, in light blue, dark blue, yellow, red, whatever color that you want, as long as there's available colors here in the world. Yeah. So what's in this little purse? So for every kit, you get the purse. But if you want, for an additional cost, for additional fee, you get crochet tools that go with it. So if you're a beginner crocheter, you get 2 crochet hooks. It's made of aluminum. So in America, and where I grew up in the Philippines, we call this aluminum. Here in the UK, they say aluminium. So this is made of aluminum crochet hooks, and you get to pick the sizes. I do recommend specific sizes, but if you prefer a certain size or 2 sizes, then you can request for that. So 2 crochet hooks. You also get measuring tape, yarn needle, and this is very specific. You need a yarn needle and not just any old, let's say, cross stitch needle, okay? Because yarn is very thick. And you also get stitch markers. You get 3 stitch markers. And they're quite fun, the colors. One in pink, blue, and white. And just so you know, this is a biodegradable bag. Yeah. So I specifically looked for containers that are biodegradable. Even my boxes are biodegradable. I mean, you know, you can, if you want to keep the boxes, that's fine. But if you want to put them in your compost bin, that's also fine. In fact, that's recommended by gardeners to put cardboard boxes in your compost bin. All right, so those are the tools, right? So every kit, no matter if you're upgrading it with the tools or not, you will get a free purse with it. There you go. Okay. Now, so that's the main collection. there is one last product, which is essentially these I want to call it a purse. If I call it a bag, it's like, you know, you're expecting a huge bag to go with your crochet tool, crochet kit. We have what you call, if you have not been doing any sort of crafting, work in progress, or WIP, yeah, so, or WIP. So I'm sure a lot of you, you know, because a lot of you are creative people, you have your own WIPs. In fact, I probably have a lot, like maybe 15 in the works. And they're never done. So if you have a WIP or a work in progress, you know, you're like, where's my crochet hook? Where is it? Oh, it's in here. Right. So you're working, and you're like, oh, I need to put it somewhere. There you go. And this is quite affordable. I priced it at in pounds. Yeah, Nadine, WIPs. Yeah, WIPs are always killing me. They're like, hey, when are you gonna finish me? In pounds, this is $3.50. In US dollars, how much is that? GBP in, that's $4.37 US. So quite, you know, quite cheap, really. Affordable, not cheap. Material is lovely, and you got this heart button that goes with it. All right, so that's the new collection. Now, just for today, I'm giving everyone here 30%. When I say just today, in the next 24 hours, okay, you get 30% off everything, and you also get free shipping, no matter where you are. If you live in Dubai, you get free shipping. If you live in Canada, you get free shipping. If you live down the street, you get free shipping. If you live in the States, I think a lot of you are from the States, you get free shipping. And it is only good, this sale is only good for the next 24 hours. You get 30% off for today. And at checkout, again, the same code, the code that we're going to be using, discount code is DIY love. Same thing. Yeah, get 30% off with that code, DIY love. Yeah, so this sale will end at 3 p.m. UK time or 10 a.m. EST, right? Okay. Now, before I talk about the giveaway, I want to talk about what I want to do next with the YouTube channel. All right. So besides people asking me about, hey, do you have the pattern for this hat? Do you have the pattern for that hat? Some people have asked me, hey, how did you learn how to do crochet? I think I started in school, but I wasn't very good at it. When I say school, like, you know, when I was a teenager, I was never good at it. But I think might be the hormones or something when I got pregnant and started to do this nesting thing. So I needed something to do with my hands besides to do with my phone, which is not very healthy. So I said, I really want to go back to crocheting. I don't know what to do. The only thing I know is that there's a hook, you know, and then you got some yarn. And I've asked some people, and people have told me, and they said, I've always wanted to learn how to crochet. And I said, you know, it's really not that hard. Do you know how to tie your shoelaces? All right, great. Then you can learn. You can learn how to crochet. So I learned through a friend. She taught me how to do it, but that was just for a couple of hours. And after that, I just went to YouTube. That's it. And I found this lady. Her name is I think Tamara Kelly. Am I saying that right? And her blog is Moogly Blog, and her website is mooglyblog.com. And yeah, she's my favorite crochet tutorial out there. In fact, I have created a page on my website, and I think the link is down in the description. If you go to my website, and on the top menu is going to be a link called Crochet 101. And I've archived the basic videos that she's made. So it's essentially, most of the videos are her videos. Okay. And it's simple matter as how do you handle your hook? How do you handle how do you do a single crochet? What I have not seen is a tutorial that is live. I want to do a live tutorial, and I want to do it interactively. So because I'm a teacher by profession, I've been teaching at university, and I did teach a bit of science a couple of years ago. It's something that is also inherent with me. I've been trained to do it. So I wanted to teach my friends. Some of my friends asked me, "Hey, can you teach me how to crochet?" And I say, "Yeah, okay, whenever I find the time." Or, you're all the way out in a different country. It's a bit hard for me to teach you apart from the internet. There you go. We've got the internet. So YouTube is the way, I think. So I want to be able to teach you guys, whoever's interested, how to crochet. And it's a simple matter of how do we handle the hook? How do we hold our yarn? Chris, I want to make that hat. Okay. All right. But first you have to learn how to walk before we run, right? So that's what I want to do. So what it's going to be is it's going to be completely free. I don't want to charge anyone in this crochet tutorials at all. And my aim is to do a weekly live tutorial. Yep, and I want it to be interactive. And of course, the setup is going to be different. So instead of you looking at my face, you're seeing my hands and the crochet hook and the yarn. And we're going to be doing a different sort of crochet along. So we have this term in crochet, CAL, crochet along. And mostly what it means is there's a pattern, a free pattern, and people go through the same pattern together, but not in real time. Just like, okay, for this week, we're going to make this granny square, and then they show them, okay, that's the granny square. All right, but not in a real sense of crochet along. You know what I mean? Okay. Right. So that's what I want to do on a weekly basis. We'll see how it goes. If I'm terrible at it, maybe I can just improve, and you can tell me that, hey, Chris, maybe you can slow it down, or you're not speaking very clearly, or the video is not very clear. So that's why I wanted to do it interactively. So finally, we have the giveaway. So 6 winners for the giveaway. The giveaway link is also in my website. I'll type it again. So chriscrochet.co.uk/giveaway. Okay, let me just put that in there. Oh, Nadine, there. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong link. Okay, here we go. If you can enter the giveaway, Nadine, that would be great. So that's the link. The code is the same. It's diylove. The 5 winners will get all 6 patterns in digital form. Okay, so 5 of you will get all 6 patterns in digital form. And all of these patterns come in either left-handed or right-handed. I forgot to tell you that I'm actually left-handed. So for a while, I did struggle to learn when somebody tries to teach me, because most people are right-handed. So you do have a choice of left-handed or right-handed patterns. All it is really, there's pictures in there, because I wanted to make it very clear. For example, this one, you got pictures to show you how it should look like. If you're a right-handed person, that's what it should look like. So 5 winners will get all 6 patterns, and 1 winner will get a complete crochet kit with a hat, and it will be their choice. So the priciest crochet kit I have is the unicorn hat. So you get, if you choose the unicorn hat, you get all this yarn, You get the size that you want for the hat that you want, the crochet tools with the bag in the color that you want, the crochet hook sizes that you want. Yep. And sent to you in your address of your preference as well. So that's the grand price, and the grand price, and I'm just basing it on the price of the Queen Unicorn hat. The whole set with the hat and the whole shebang is more than $100 US. Yeah, so like, yeah, I'm giving away a lot. So the total of all the prices, all 6 prices, is gonna cost me about $300 US. It's the biggest giveaway I've ever hosted. So please join. It's free to join. You don't have to purchase anything. What you do need is the code. The code is DIY love. So to get into the collection, it's DIY love. To get in the giveaway, it's DIY love. To get the 30% off with the free shipping wherever you are in the next 24 hours, the code is DIY love. Okay, so all DIY love. All right. Does anybody have any questions? Yeah, Tiff, it is amazing. Absolutely. Any questions? All right, so we have a few minutes to go, and then, yeah, and then we're gonna quit. We're gonna quit this live feed soon. All right, so I can see people have already entered into the giveaway. Thank you so much. Oh, I miscalculated that. Apparently the value of my giveaway is $356 US. Right, okay. All right, so looks like nobody has got questions, which is fine. Take advantage of the 30% off for everything in my shop, especially for the collection, because this is probably going to be the rare times that I'm going to be running this sale on this particular collection. The other new thing about this collection is that the patterns will never go away. The patterns will never go away. What will go away are the kits, okay, the crochet kits. It will depend on how popular they are. If they're not that popular, then fine. You know, then whichever is selling very well, they will stay. But the patterns, it will be there forevermore, right? Okay, so guys, thank you so much. You have been so lovely. It's a privilege. It's really a privilege for having 6 people in my first YouTube live stream. And I will figure out what time and what day fits most people to do my first crochet tutorial. And it really is a simple tutorial. It's nothing fancy. Maybe by the end of 6 months, you'll be able to make this sock hat. And maybe after a year, you'll be able to make, I mean, hopefully by less than a year, you'll be able to use some very fancy stitches like this crocodile stitch that I use for the mullet dragon hat. So, oh, yeah, I did have 7 and a bit. All right, so thank you so much. You guys have been so great. I'm looking forward to fulfilling your orders and to be announcing the winners, yeah, in a couple of weeks, because I think I have 10 days. We do have 10 days for the giveaway. All right, thanks so much. All right, see you later, guys. Bye.